We called in hospice Saturday, and Dad left us Tuesday morning. And I gotta tell you, I spent the night with him Monday night, and I pulled the recliner
The
up.
hospice brought the morphine over or something?
Yeah.
So they basically made a decision to put him under.
I
thought that someone was not telling me part of that.
No. So something happened I don't even know when it was.
That maybe there was a decision made and
No.
they decided it.
No, so first of all, let me tell you this. When we took him into the emergency room 2 weeks ago, it was the hardest thing because they asked him, and Dad was alert. Dad knew what Dad is not suffering anymore. Dad has been suffering. But when we took him to the emergency room and they asked him, these fucking doctors that have no bedside manner, well, do you want a DNR? And he was like, no, I don't. And you knew,
what is a DNR?
Do not resuscitate. So if something happened where he couldn't breathe on his own, he said, I do not want you
so they're trying
to put me on tubes.
They're trying to cut their expenses.
Well, that's part of it, but you also have to respect the person's wishes. Papa did not want to suffer. He was suffering. I mean, he was suffering, but he wasn't.
So that was his request?
That was his request. So
he was tired of suffering, and it was his request.
When we were in the emergency room and they asked him about the DNR,
I knew it. My intuition knew it.
He said no.
I always know when people are leaving stuff out. I knew it.
But he didn't. He asked for the DNR. Tommy, we were in the hospital.
I'm a smart person. I always know when people are leaving out pieces of the puzzle.
We were in the hospital for 2 weeks with him. 2 weeks.
But he decided,
and then he was supposed.
Told them that he didn't want it.
He did not want a DNR. He did not want a DNR, and we all knew that. And you know what? You have to understand. Dad passed the way he wanted to pass. He was at home. He was with his family. And don't take this the wrong way, but he was with his fucking cat, and that's what he wanted. He wanted to be with Boo. I mean, he knew that you couldn't make it up here in time. He wanted us to call you, but he did not want you to worry, because that was Dad.
To feel guilty about it, right?
He would exactly. Dad was the most selfless person. That would give you anything in the world, and you know that.
You want to know what he told me? That it was he knew that I didn't do anything wrong, and that people were making stuff up out of thin air, but it didn't matter because it was putting stress in the household. So if it was making them that I didn't do anything, and he knew that somebody was just coming.
Tommy. Let me tell you this. Dad loved you with all of his heart. Dad did not have a mean bone in his body. Dad loved you. Dad loved you. You were his pride and joy. You were his only son. And you have to know that.
My mom destroyed our lives.
No, Tommy.
That's what happened. I don't have to talk about it or start trouble, but that's what happened.
We're not going to talk about it. Okay?
You know how many like,
Tommy.
you know how me and my father have never done any, like, go to a baseball game, go to a football game together, just us, because he had to walk on rice paper for that while you guys took vacations all over the world.
Tommy,
otherwise,
do you know why he didn't go to those baseball games?
Because
he didn't want to.
No, because he was walking on rice paper for a woman that was playing him for a fool.
Tommy, all right, you need to stop that. No, you need to take that. You need to have peace within that. You need to know that your father loved you. He loved all of us. He loved your mother. Whether you did or not, it doesn't matter. Okay? I need you.
You're pinning stuff on me I'm not guilty of.
I'm not pinning anything
That's saying
on you,
that I
Tommy.
didn't love her or did anything wrong. She did that as a defensive move to keep me silent from talking about certain things, and that's what happened, and that's what the truth is.
Tommy.
And I got kept separated from my family for half of my life by now. That was a defensive move to silence me, Sherry.
Okay.
I am not making this up. And some of the stuff hadn't even been you and I ever spoken about, and you think you get one side of the story and you got the story straight. You don't know some of the things that happened in that house that I saw that you don't even know about.
But you know
like
what,
someone coming in, but we're not.
No, that's right. We're not going to talk about it. Here's the thing. Can you hold my hand again, please? And can I hold Papa's stuff?
So
here's the thing.
What's going to happen at this thing?
Papa,
So
Papa's gone. Okay. And he wants us all to get along.
All right.
Okay. And we need to respect those wishes. And we need to let bygones be bygones.
All right. Go ahead and finish.
And Tommy, I heard.
Go ahead and finish.
I heard that you were playing some beautiful music with your guitar. Is that true?
I don't know.
I heard that.
I was really actually like.
So I want to ask you. This is going to be very tough coming up on Tuesday. But after Dad's funeral services and after the Mass, when we go and have our luncheon, could you play a song in his honor?
Yeah.
He would.
Cats in the Cradle.
That, you know what? Could you do that?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Because you don't understand how much Dad beamed with all of us. With all of us. He loved us so much. He was so proud of us.
Can I show you something?
You can.
All right.
Yes. Okay.
It's in